Hey guys, it is time for another portfolio update. Today I'm going to walk you through my Vanguard portfolio, the reason why I've withdrawn my Bitcoin from Binance, and another investment account that I've finally gone and opened. And if you're new here, I create content about all things personal finance as transparently as possible, which is the reason why I put my investment portfolio out there for the entire world to see, so that you can see what it actually looks like if you're new to investing or if you're just a bit nosy like me. Before we get started though, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It'd be really cool if I could hit 3,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Know that nothing in this video is financial advice. This is my journey that I'm sharing with you, so do your own research and do not follow me blindly. And also, when investing, the value of your portfolio can go up as well as down. Your capital is at risk. So my last update was back in September this year, so let's do a quick recap. My total portfolio back then sat at £19,147.03, with a split of just over £17,000 on my stocks and shares ISA and my SIP within Vanguard, and just under £2,000 within Bitcoin in Binance. And although that was only a couple of months ago, I've made some pretty big changes. But first, let's look at the consistent investment that I've always made, and I think I always will. Index funds within Vanguard. So my current Vanguard portfolio now sits at £19,196.51, broken down into just under £8,000 on my SIP and just over £11,000 on my stocks and shares ISA. And truthfully, there's not a huge amount to report here. I'm still investing in the Life Strategy 100 fund within my SIP and stocks and shares ISA, with the addition of the S&P 500 within the ISA for future property investments. I am still consistently investing every single month into these funds without even thinking slightly about whether they're up or whether they're down. So my SIP returns are actually looking pretty healthy at 17% with a gain of £850. I'm pretty happy about this, but as this is money I can't access for a long period of time, I'm just worried about continuously adding to the pot and letting it grow by itself. And this financial year, I've contributed £1,100 via my business, and this is something that I upped from £100 per month to £200 a month just a couple of months ago. And for me, that's a great strategy. Once I get used to investing a certain amount, I like to challenge myself and try and up it. And by doing this, I'm just letting compound interest do its thing, and I reckon I'm probably going to hit my financial goals quicker by just getting used to things and then pushing myself again. So my returns within the ISA aren't quite as attractive, unfortunately, sitting at 2.21%, which is being dragged down significantly by my S&P 500 returns. But hey, we're in a bear market, and this is all good experience for me and everybody else for the future. I've not pulled any money out of Vanguard to date, so I reckon I can stomach it. And as it stands, I've got no plans to change my funds. But before we get into my Bitcoin holding, I want to let you know that today's video is sponsored by XTB Trading. XTB Trading is a platform that gives you the opportunity to invest in a wide range of derivatives such as CFDs, stocks, commodities, ETFs, Forex, and indices. The thing I like most about XTB though is that they provide educational material for all levels of traders, including access to one-on-one mentoring by leading experts via a dedicated account manager. You should never invest in anything until you learn what you're doing, which is the exact reason why I create content about money and investing. They also allow you to sign up for a free demo account to learn trading, so that you can learn and practice trading and get access to all of their educational tools. Head to xtb.com to find out more. Okay, Bitcoin. The thing I don't talk too much about in my content because I think you really need to understand quite a lot about it to start investing in it. Recent news most definitely confirms this. You have likely heard that one of the biggest crypto exchanges, FTX, has collapsed, with the founder Sam Bankman-Fried being arrested just days ago, and a long old list of frauds that are going to get put to him with potentially over 100 years worth of jail time. And there's a great video done by CoffeeZilla on this, which I'll link to in the description below. So go and check that out if you're interested in this subject. And without going into all of the details, it has caused other exchanges to be scrutinized, and the pressure for them to prove that they actually have the money in the bank to pay all their investors if they needed to grows. And Binance, the biggest crypto exchange in the world, and the founder CZ recently put out some documentation that he had an audit on the back end of his financials to prove that they had 100% of the money invested in an account just in case. Essentially, an attempt to provide reassurance to investors and probably the authorities. Well, it turns out this is likely just smoke and mirrors, and in fact, they made it look like this was the case. They just moved some money around within crypto wallets and only provided the evidence that they wanted to be seen. And with over $1 billion being moved by investors elsewhere yesterday as a result of this fake audit, it's safe to say that they are in trouble, and it's looking like the founder of Binance is going to be investigated for money laundering. All of this to say, I do not want to lose my Bitcoin. So I've moved my Bitcoin from the Binance exchange, where I do not have full control of this, to a software wallet where it is mine and nobody can touch it. There are other ways to store Bitcoin too, the safest being cold storage, where it's just kept on a USB stick. But for me, this is the safest option at the moment and also the most convenient. It means that no exchange going bust is going to affect my Bitcoin. Let me know in the comments if you want me to explain how I moved my Bitcoin from this exchange into a self-custody wallet. It's not something I normally talk about, but if you're interested, I'll do a video on it. So I personally went with software called Garda, and that's not a plug, it's just the one I chose. After researching it, it felt safe, it feels secure, and is free. So my Bitcoin holding now, after fees when transferring it from Binance to Garda, sits at £2,085.31p. Nothing more to say here really, other than I'm trickling in some money here and there, and I'm happy that my Bitcoin is safe. And in addition to this change to my portfolio, I've also added a lifetime ISA. Previously, I wasn't hugely bothered about opening this account or investing in one because I wanted to build up a half decent amount of my ISA first to get the snowball rolling. But now that I feel like I'm getting to that point, I decided to open up a Hargreaves Lansdown investment LISA, partly because I don't want to get to 40 and miss out on the opportunity of opening this account, and also because there's a guaranteed 25% bonus on any money up to £4,000 that you put in. Plus, I get the benefit of investing within the account too. So I went ahead and opened up one for me and my partner, and I set up a direct debit for £25 each to go in each month. It's not life-changing money, it's just there to keep that account ticking over. And as you can see, I've put in 2 payments so far, just under £50, and it's lost a bit of money already. Oh wow. And if you're interested, I'm investing in the Vanguard FTSE Global All Cap Fund within this account. Why not? It's a bit of diversity. And last but not least, after scrapping free trade earlier this year, I finally moved over to Trading 212. I opened an account early this month, and the balance that you can see here is solely from the 3 free trades that I've got so far with people using my referral link. I got shares in Nvidia, Microsoft, and Disney, which I immediately cashed out and then bought some shares in Coca-Cola because, you know, dividends. If you too want to get a free share with Trading 212 worth up to £100, just follow the link in the description, sign up, deposit as little as £1, and you and I both get a free share. And I know I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. When investing, the value of your portfolio can go up and it can go down. Your capital is at risk. And all of this combined together brings my total portfolio value to £21,276.36p. It's going up, and that's the best direction. And there you have it, my portfolio for the final month of 2022. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a good Christmas. Have a good New Year.